Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to KCfarms. You're never gonna guess what happened today. Here we go again. Yes, that's right. We are getting Cornish cross batches of 100 every 3 weeks. And we had market today. And so I had to go early this morning and get them picked up. So our third batch of 100 has arrived. So I had the brooder ready. Got them all in here. Oh! And they are doing great. We have not had one dead bird on arrival. So very pleased with the hatchery. As you can see, we've only got waterers in here right now, and we will do feed later this afternoon. But these new ones are in, and it's time to take the older ones out. It's pretty much time. You can see we don't have any heat lamps on these ones. Ugh, let me get that one up. We don't have their heat lamps. Look at this mini. Brooke's in here with me because I need her to help me get the chicken tractor going. Look at that mini one. So these are all 3 weeks old. I promise that one did not sneak into the batch. They're ready for new shavings. We just put a top layer on them because they are going to go out tomorrow. Tonight is getting down to 42, and then after that the lows are in the 50s. So we're going to get their chicken tractor ready today, and we'll come back and take them out in the morning. They're 3 weeks old, so they're pretty much feathered out, and they should be fine, but I don't want them to be outside tonight as it gets down into the 40s. But we've had their heat lamps off, but it is definitely warmer in here than it is outside. But our third batch of 100 is in. It's amazing how small they are, and not long they turn into big monsters. Very edible monsters though. So we've got 300 meat chickens on the farm right now. If you guys seen one of our last videos, we also got 60 more brown sex links. They're over here. So the brooder is basically full. There's our brown sex links. Those are a week old now. Quite a difference between them big, ugly 3-week-old Cornish, but they are doing well. So like I said, we've got one brooder filled, 2 brooders filled. These will go out tomorrow, so we'll get that clean and we'll have our brooder ready. And our third brooder is filled. We do have another brooder back here if we need to use it. We do have lights back there, so it's not a dark dungeon. But so far, we've got it timed out perfect. Whereas a group goes outside, we can get that cleaned. And we shouldn't have more chickens coming for 3 weeks. There is a week in here where we skip a week, so it's a 4-week interval. I can't remember when that is without looking at it. But anyway, we need to go out and get that chicken tractor ready so we can get the old Cornish outside in the morning, and the new ones just arrived today. Okay guys, so here's the plan. We've got our first chicken tractor all the way down there by the road. All the 3 that we don't have, that we're not using at the moment, are up here. So we're gonna get the tarp put on. We're gonna put the sides on this one, and then Brooke is gonna help me. We're gonna drag them down so they're next to each other. So, whew, I just turned that thing around, I'm out of breath. But we're gonna drag them so they're next to each other, so when we come and do chores, I don't have to stop here and do a group of chickens and then stop out there and do a group of chickens. We'll have them side by side out in the field. So let's get the tarps on. We need to put the roof on first, and then we'll put the 2 sidewalls. You're aiming for the center of the door. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Good.
That's good.
All right, nice and slow. I'll watch the front.
Okay.
Okay, we've got the tarps on. Brooklyn is taking her down next to the other chicken tractor. We just go nice and slow here. I'm always watching to make sure the front board is not getting caught on anything, because normally when we move these, I use the handle and lift them up. And also we just check sometimes when we're coming across bumps on the back, it can really bow this board out right here. So give that a little lift there. get the wheels on decent, and we will just make our way down, and we will have 2 chicken tractors ready to go. All right, there we go. 2 tractors side by side. Well, technically not side by side, but when we come out in the morning, we've already fed these guys this afternoon. We will be pulling this up one more spot, so we'll be right next to the ones we are bringing out tomorrow, and that will work out great. Quick look at these. These are right about 6 weeks old, growing very nicely, very happy with them. Notice we got a back on this one. We're gonna take that back off and put it on the other tractor because these guys will no longer need the back on there. So there's our 6-week-old birds. 2 more weeks and they will be in the freezer. So we're in full swing of chicken season and it is getting exciting. Gonna get busy, but that's a good thing. So tomorrow morning we'll bring these guys out and we will have 2 tractors full. And guess what? You get to help again.
Yay.
We'll snag up Isaiah too, because moving the chickens out is always better with more people. So we will see you guys in the morning and we will get those chickens out on pasture. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the farm. I fed the broilers in the brooder still this morning. I didn't want to bring them out when it was just 40 degrees. It's already up in the 50s. We're just finishing up morning chores. We're gonna get the older Cornish moved this morning. We'll set up the rest of this pen with feeders and waters, and then we are going to move those young Cornish outside. Like I said, I didn't want to shock them first thing in the morning and throw them out when it's 40 degrees. So we are just gonna wait a little bit. We'll get these guys fed. We're gonna take their back tarp off, put it on this chicken tractor, and then they will be ready. So let's get this group moved. I'm sure they're hungry and ready to go. They'll be lined up perfect with this group. And then when we come out for evening chores, everybody will be moving at the same pace. So let's get going. All right, everyone is fat and happy. We are gonna get that back tarp off and open this up so they get a little nice cross breeze now that we're getting some good weather. All right, we have got another tractor ready for chicks. And it is time to go grab them. So we've got feeders. I'll obviously put feed in there. We've got water dishes. You guys remember when they first come out, they're gonna be a little bit nervous, like what in the world is this new world that we're in? But they will adapt quickly, and pretty soon they'll just be out here chilling like big old meatballs, waiting to be fed and watered. So anyway, guys, let's go get the new chicks. Well, they're not new, right? We just got the other chicks the day before. So let's go get the 3-week-old chicks out on the pasture for the first time. Okay, back in the brooder to get the chickens. This is my, you probably heard me say this, my least favorite job on the farm. It is kind of a pain to get all 100 birds loaded into these tubs and heading outside, but it is the best thing for these chickens. So let's get started. We'll quit complaining, give these chickens a great pasture to get to. All right, we've got 20 in each tub. Let's take our first 40 chickens out. All right, guys, there you have it. Our second batch of the year of 100 chickens. This is the batch we hadn't lost any. I had been talking about that in the last couple videos. We've lost 2, and they sent us 2 extra. So we've got 99 little Cornish cross out here on pasture. And it is a beautiful sight. Definitely not a factory farmed operation here. Those birds never get out of the barn. But you can look that information up for yourself. That is definitely, we started peeking into that, and that is why we started raising our own food. But if you're interested in that, go look up how factory farms work. But it is nice to have these birds out here. They're actually acclimating very well compared. I did not put any feed in these troughs here. I just kind of moved them to the sides. We filled up the center troughs. I think that probably be enough feed for them today. You can see they're obviously not used to them. They're walking in it, and that is just what happens, but they'll get used to it. The nice thing about them, we've just got them hanging up with these wires here, and we can raise and lower these as needed. Once they get a little bigger, we'll lift them up. I just wanted to make sure that they were able, get out of there, able to reach their feed and see what exactly that was. So they're figuring it out pretty fast. The other thing, we've got the pan waters out here. You guys know that. I've taken a few, check that out, dunked their beaks a little bit, but they'll figure it out before long. But it is nice to have our second batch out here, and they are doing well. We'll come back tonight and show you their first move. They probably don't even need to move, just because they've come out here in the middle of the day, and there probably won't be a ton of poop, but I want to keep these 2 chicken tractors together. So we will definitely move them together tonight. We'll show you that move. But the first thing we need to do, and you get to come along with us in the day in the life of a meat chicken farmer, we got to clean their brooder out and get that put on the compost. All right, we can't always just have fun. Now we gotta clean up after our chickens. We'll get all these wooden platforms out of here that we lift up the waters and feeders on to help keep shavings out of them. And we will just scrape and scoop with a big square shovel into the same bins we moved the chickens with. These are super handy. Some people use, to move chickens, they use regular chicken movers, big plastic crates that you can move chickens in. They're super expensive. These were not, so that is what we use. So Brooklyn's on the tractor. She is gonna be our manure mover today. So we'll fill up some bins and get that manure into the compost. Okay guys, and just like that, we are done with chicken chores for the morning as Brooklyn takes that over to the compost. Obviously, we're gonna need that to compost for a while. It's not rabbits. I know rabbits you can put right in your garden, rabbit manure, but chicken you need to let it compost for a while because it's too hot. So anyway, we've got this cleaned out, ready for another batch of birds. Our young ones are doing well. Let's check them out. We did put the feed in there last night, and they have figured all of that out. So that is a good thing. But those chickens are doing good. We won't check on them till afternoon chores. Egg layers, they're doing great. We've been obviously selling eggs like crazy, as most people are. Right now, these obviously will not lay for 4 to 5 months, so they've got time, but those are a week old now. They're getting pretty, aren't they? There is a huge difference between meat chickens and egg layer chickens. So a lot of times people think that our meat birds, oh my gosh, they're sick. They're not even feathered out. This guy's horrible. That's what you get a lot when you put your life on YouTube, but that is how the meat birds look. They do not fully feather out. I've talked about it a lot, but they only see a picture and react with stupid comments. But when they're excuse me, when they're eating, they're using all that energy to grow big and put on a lot of meat, and they don't really feather fully out. So that is the story of the meat chickens. So done for the morning. It's been a busy but good morning. We're gonna come back one more time today. We're gonna show you those new chickens out on pasture. You can see them from here. I'll turn you around. They're way down there by the front of the road. We're gonna show you their first move and see how they do. They do not do that great on their first move because this is all new to them, but I'm gonna have my little helpers out here with me and we will get it done. Okay guys, we are finishing up afternoon chores. Sis and I are headed down. We are gonna have these little chicks move for the first time. All right, let's check them out. Looks like everyone is doing okay. They've ventured towards the sun a little bit this afternoon. Looks like they still have feed left. All we need to do is slide it down to fill up the trough there, and we'll put a little more in there. But everyone's doing good so far. I can tell they've been drinking water. They found that, so that is a good thing. We always talk about how many waters do you need? Well, if we come out and all 5 of these are empty, I know I need to add another one. We still got water in these, so we are plenty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the feeders, take out the waterers. Then we need to unstake the chicken tractors and we will get them going. One last essential thing you need to do if you're the person shooing the chickens along, you got to do the poop walk to clean your boots. First move is down and they did very well. We had to turn it there at the end a little bit too because we're coming back up the pasture, and they have all done well. So we are going to fill up this feeder. We're not going to put the other 2 in. These 2 are enough for tonight, and we'll check them in the morning and see if we need to add extra feeders. Look at that, already pecking at the grass, off of their manure, getting ready to spread some more manure.
I am.
Okay, well, we got the camera, we got the microphones, I got Brooklyn. We were ready to go and put on a production. After we put the water in, I went back to grab the feed, and we kind of forgot the most important thing, although the most important is water, but we have no feed. Let's go get the feed. All right, here it is. I had it ready. 2 for the large birds, 1 for the small ones. Let's grab it and go. Got it. Watch your toes. All right, guys, there you have it. I guess that was a day and part of another day in the life of a chicken tender. Chickens are ready. They do enjoy this sun in the early evening. They are doing well, growing big. It's amazing to think 6 weeks is how old these ones are. Another 2 weeks, they will be ready to go. Let's head over here to the new ones that have just come out today. And their move was super easy. You see, we like to line the tractors up as we head back up front towards the house. We'll head straight up the pasture, do another circle, and we'll just keep running them around so they're not on the same spot. By the time those first spots we had the chickens out on, the poop will be gone, rain will help wash that away, and the ground will be fine for them to go back on. So here's the little ones. It doesn't take them long to figure anything out. Feeders, waters, they are good to go. And they are doing good. It's so nice to have them out of the brooder. The brooder's great when they're young, they need it. But at this age, it is good to get them outside. These are 3 weeks old. And like I said, 3 more weeks, they'll be as big as those other ones in there. So great to have them out as we get closer to summer and the weather's better and better. Hopefully we'll be able to get the next batch out when they're 2 weeks old. It all depends on the weather. So a lot to do. As always, it's that time of year though, and we definitely enjoy it. It won't get super busy until we start processing chickens, and that will be in 2 weeks. Our first batch getting ready to go and process. So nice to see these little chicks out here doing well. Like I said, it's only going to get down into the 50s with 100 of them. You do want to make sure they don't huddle up and smash each other. So we come out at night and just kind of fluff them up a bit so they're not smashing anybody. But everyone is doing fine, and much better out here than inside of a brooder or inside of a barn somewhere. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you following along on our farm chore duties. We didn't take you along to get eggs. That's our other different types of chickens. So we just did meat chicken stuff today. So we appreciate you following along. Don't forget
to like, subscribe, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And don't forget to make the change.
It's been a while since she's done it. She did pretty good. We'll see you guys on the next video. Nice work.